Look at the moon. Familiar, right? But here's the terrifying truth. No matter how many times you've seen it, half of it has never once looked back at you, glowing quietly in the sky. But here's something most people never think about. No matter how many times you look, you're always seeing the exact same face. The moon spins, but it spins in perfect sync with Earth, locked in what scientists call tidal locking. The result? Half of the moon, the far side, sometimes called the dark side, is forever hidden from us. No human on Earth has ever stood in their backyard and seen it with their own eyes. And that mystery has given birth to rumors, conspiracies, and whispers of something incredible. Because what if that hidden side of the moon isn't empty? What if right now there is something or someone living there? For decades, stories have leaked out. Retired NASA engineers, former astronauts, declassified documents, strange images from probes. They all point toward the same unsettling possibility. A hidden colony, structures not built by nature, things humanity was never meant to see. But tonight, we're going to explore that story. We'll look at the real science, the strange evidence, and then we'll take you into a cinematic journey of what might truly be waiting on the far side of the moon. Because the biggest secret may not be that aliens might arrive tomorrow. The biggest secret may be they've already been here, just out of sight, all along. The year is 1968. Apollo 8 becomes the first crewed mission to orbit the moon. As astronauts circle the far side for the very first time, something strange happens. Their radios go silent, as expected, blocked by the moon itself. For 47 minutes, the astronauts are cut off from Earth. No contact, no telemetry, just silence. But when the recordings are later reviewed, NASA engineers find something eerie. In those 47 minutes, the astronauts hear a sound through their headsets. Not static, not interference, but what one of them described as outer space-type music, a strange, otherworldly, whooshing hum, rising and falling, echoing across the void. NASA kept it secret for decades. The public didn't hear about it until the files were declassified. Officially, it was radio interference, but those who listened swear it didn't sound like interference at all. It sounded like something alive. And that wasn't the beginning. Over the years, more missions reported anomalies. Apollo 11, the first landing on the moon, had a moment NASA never broadcast live. Armstrong and Aldrin, walking on the surface, switched to a secure channel. Ham radio operators later claimed to have intercepted fragments of their conversation. One astronaut whispering, "They're here. They're watching us." NASA has always denied this, but the whispers never died. When Apollo 16 orbited the far side, its cameras captured an image of what looks like a structure, geometric, sharp-edged, like the ruins of a building. NASA dismissed it as shadows on rocks, but researchers noticed the lines were too perfect, too symmetrical to be random. The question grew louder. Was NASA hiding something? Fast forward to today. Satellites have mapped the far side in stunning detail, and yet some images released to the public show blurred areas, patches of missing data, sections that appear censored. Officially, it's transmission errors, but skeptics believe those blurred patches hide artificial structures. So what if it's true? What if there really is a hidden colony on the dark side of the moon? Who built it, and why haven't they revealed themselves? Here's where science fiction meets terrifying possibility. Imagine this. The far side of the moon is not empty. Instead, nestled in craters and canyons, there are massive alien installations, towers stretching hundreds of feet high, domes glittering like glass under the faint light, landing pads for ships that can slip in and out of Earth's orbit unnoticed. Inside, an ancient colony, not abandoned, but active. Beings taller than us, skin shimmering like obsidian, eyes reflecting the cold stars. They'd been watching Earth for thousands of years, hidden just beyond sight, waiting, studying, perhaps even guiding. Now imagine NASA knows. Imagine that during Apollo missions, astronauts not only saw these structures, but were warned not to stay away. That would explain why Apollo suddenly ended after 17, even though more missions were planned. Why, after landing men on the moon, humanity mysteriously never went back? Could it be because we were told not to? The theory gets darker. What if the colony on the far side isn't alien at all? What if it's human? During the Cold War, both the US and the Soviet Union dreamed of lunar bases. Officially, they never succeeded, but some conspiracies claim otherwise, that a breakaway civilization funded by black budgets and hidden technologies built a base decades ago. If true, it means part of humanity has already colonized space and left the rest of us behind. Now here's the scariest possibility. What if the far side colony isn't a home, but a prison? Some researchers believe the moon is not natural at all, but an artificial megastructure placed in orbit to watch Earth. If so, then the dark side may not be hiding life. It may be hiding the jailers. And if that's true, then humanity has never been free. We've been under watch, under control, our skies patrolled by an ancient intelligence we barely understand. Whether you believe the evidence or not, one thing is certain. The far side of the moon is still largely unexplored. Only one recent mission, China's Chang'e 4, has landed a rover there. And even then, the images released to the public are limited. What did they really find? And what haven't they shown us? And now, imagine tomorrow morning, NASA holds a press conference. They confirm what has long been rumored. They've discovered ruins on the far side, proof of structures not made by nature, proof that humanity is not alone. How would the world react? Would it unite us or divide us further? Would religions collapse or be reborn? Would governments confess they've known all along? Or would panic spread as billions realize the universe isn't empty and the neighbors have been next door all along? Maybe that's why the truth hasn't been revealed yet, not because it isn't there, but because humanity isn't ready. So tonight, when you look at the moon, remember, half of it has never looked back at you. Half of it remains forever hidden. And maybe, just maybe, that hidden half is alive. Perhaps the scariest secret isn't that aliens might come one day, but that they're already here, watching, waiting, from the far side of the moon. And the real question is, how long longer will they stay hidden? And maybe, just maybe, tomorrow is the day we find out. If this story made you wonder what else might be hidden in the universe, don't stop here. Subscribe now, because the next story we uncover will take us even deeper into the mysteries of space, aliens, and the unknown. And remember, the truth might be closer than you think.